I'm kind of, what I'm doing right now is I'm holding the camera up at me. I got another one at me. What you want to try and do is you want to get 2 angles on you. Whenever you get a camera, you get more than just the full frontal view because it's more interesting. If you ever notice live broadcast programs, you'll see a lot of people playing their guitar or whatever. Let's say Midnight Express or anything like American Bandstand. They'll usually have, like what I'm doing, an angle down at me or an angle away or whatever. Essentially what we're doing with cameras to record, we make sure that we have, obviously, full battery. When you get sound, you want to make sure sound is coming in. Let's keep this short. I'm going to give you an intro to what we have set up for the interview. Typically what you want to do for an interview is you want to get your subject to sit down, and then you want to make sure that you have them focused in on a video. I'm going to head back to this video over here, and we're going to make sure that we have a nice... Tony, why don't you go ahead and have a seat in that red seat. So now we're going to set up the camera so we get a good shot of Tony. We want to make sure we get a nice shot of him. I like this angle better because it gives him better light. Okay, so we're all set. Open the iris a little bit more shutter. Good. We're using 2 high-definition cameras. Benefit of that, obviously, better resolution. Let's go ahead and start our interview. What you're going to do is you're going to conduct the interview by asking directional questions. You want to have kind of a list in your head of what kind of questions you want to ask. In this case, we're going to ask Tony about how he got into music, what kind of music he plays, and then we're going to ask him about each guitar. I'm going to have him direct his view at this camera, and this will be a nice view that will have him looking off to this direction. Okay, so this is Tony Stevens. We know who he is, but we're going to ask him for the camera who he is. Tony, why don't you tell us who you are, tell us what you do, and how you got into it, and how long you've been doing it.
Well, people, I'm Tony Stevens. Glad to be here today. And yeah, I got into music a long time ago. As a little kid, my father was a Delta blues player from Alabama. So that's the first stuff I ever had to learn in my life was just the blues. As a little baby, I played the blues. When you hear baby crying, the baby singing for that milk because he got the blues. Give me some milk. Well, anyway, that's where I started. And from there on, you know, I just went on through and I started learning a lot of stuff on my own. And then I went to like Prairie State College, and I played in a jazz band and everything there. And so I was just a jazz guitar player for the school. And I just kept on playing. But this guitar here is a classical guitar because I learned some classical stuff along the way because I got a lot of styles and everybody, and they loved me over there. But,
okay, Tony.
Okay, cut
beautiful.
it short.
Now,
okay.
This is where we cut.
Okay.
You usually have to direct someone because in this case, we want Tony to show off his other guitars too.
Right. Okay.
That's what we want. So why don't you go ahead and set
so
this guitar
classical.
pick up another one.
Okay.
This is the perfect opportunity
cool.
for you to meander off on the style that you would use that guitar for.
Right.
Now tell us, before we continue, tell us what that guitar is, what significance it holds towards you, and tell us what kind of music you play on it.
Okay. And this one here is what I call my Delta Blues guitar right here. And this guitar originated a long time ago because a lot of times people couldn't afford instruments back in the South, and this was really used as a Hawaiian instrument to play Hawaiian music. And but it was so cheap till a lot of the people back in the day, they had to go ahead and buy this particular instrument because the other guitars were too expensive. And it's for the Delta Blues, which is style is something like this. You might have heard it in a lot of westerns and stuff like that, Sounder or whatever. And this is my Delta Blues guitar. And it's called a Dobro Biscuit Bridge guitar, 1935 National.
Why don't you tell us about what you use to play it? What is that nice shiny thing around your finger?
Oh, one thing I forgot. This is called the slide. And this is used to play the dobro. This is what we play that with.
Okay. see, now in this shot we have to do that again. Okay, tell us exactly, again, what that is.
Oh, this one, you missed it?
Yeah.
Well, this here is the slide, and I put it on my little finger over here, and this is made to play the dobro, so that way you get that little sliding sound back and forth all the time with the slide.
Okay.
Excuse me, Tony. Just 1 second. Let me get a photograph of that.
Okay, and well, this one right here is a 1985 Gibson Les Paul. But you know, Les Paul was a very famous player, and well, I play a lot of jazz on here, a lot of blues like the Albert King, B.B. King, and styles like that. But that's why I say I'm pretty much rounded. I play a little bit of everything. You name it, pretty much, and I play it. I play rock, everything. And this guitar right here is real versatile to go everywhere. You know, it's real flexible, so I play a lot of stuff with this. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I guess that wraps it up for what I have to do. Is there any questions? I guess we can open it up.
That's the actual string. Oh, here's a fresh.
Alright,
Which one?
you can go ahead and we're starting over there. So if somebody's going to videotape over there or something,
That's me?
then you may want to set it up on a tripod there.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, we need. Okay.
Should I put a fresh battery in this one? I have one.
Yeah, if you want. You could actually just turn that off for now.
This has been a Tech Addict production.